What's up guys, DuArktik here with another Marvel Strike Force video, and in this video we are going to talk about what I have been doing with my account, how I spend the resources that I have available, which teams I have been prioritizing, and the rate at you get Gear Tier 17 and how fast I'm going to equip those characters. And like this you're going to have some notion on what to do with your own account, take some advices or take some tips from this video. And as always, if you find information of this video helpful, you can share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content and make sure you smash that like button. Okay, so let's get started. So we are at level 89 with 25 million TCP, and this has been over 400, I wish. It has been over 1,440 days. This is still the biggest challenge of this game, is to keeping it up with the logging in every day. The game definitely requires a lot of your time. It's almost like a religion, you have to do it every single day. But the game is pretty cool, at least I believe so. I like turn-based RPG games, so this is definitely my type of game. Some people don't like Marvel Strike Force because of that, because it's an RPG turn-based game. Some people just like it for collecting the heroes. I mean, that's fine, but if you are playing this game just to collect the heroes, maybe there is something that is better for you. If you don't like the turn-based RPG, the strategy and so on, this is definitely not going to be the game for you, and you'll not be able to get that 1,444 days like that. Okay, so let's talk about the Gear Tier 17 characters. At which rate do you get this Gear Tier 17? So you can see that I have one item equipped already on Morgan Le Fay, and I've been getting this gear around one fully crafted item per month, around that. And this is based on doing the Doom 3 raids on difficulty 3. Now we are doing at difficulty 4. And also of doing Cosmic Crucible. Yes, it's very important to do Cosmic Crucible. You want to make sure that you always have enough teams to clear all the rooms from the enemies, so you can get as much currency as possible. And this will allow you to buy additional items from the store. And right now you can see that I'm already halfway through the next item, and I've been holding back quite a lot so I would be able to make this video. So you can see right here that within 2 or 3 months, I was able to get 2 or 3 months, no, not even that, 1 month and a half, I was able to get one item for Morgan Le Fay, and we are halfway through the next one. So this sets us in a rate of, let's highball it in, it requires 3 months. Let's say it requires 3 months to gear up one character, 15 months to gear up the entire team, which is a big yikes. But we'll have to do it anyway. And now the events, they also give some Gear Tier 17 mini uniques, so that's going to be important. Okay, so speaking of equipping Gear Tier 17 items, let's talk about the store. Let's talk about gold and power cores. How do you use your power cores? How should you be using your power cores? You should save them. You should only use your power cores on specific situations, on specific events. You always want to have a buffer of 2,000 before any new event, so you can use those cores for campaigns or something like that. And what you can do, if you are still not a level 90 like me, what you can do is to spend 200 power cores on campaign energy to farm some damage catalysts, focus catalysts, SBCs, character shards, just that. The power cores for isolate energy should only be used if you have some event going on the web store, or if you have some milestone event or something like that. Otherwise, you should save your power cores. If you want to get additional energy, but still saving power cores at the same time, instead of spending 200, spend just 100, and you should be fine. Of course, the better you do in arena, the better it is for you. So that's how I've been using my power cores. It's just for energy to level up as fast as possible, because there is a big difference from level 88 or 89 to 90, especially on Cosmic Crucible. Okay, now in terms of the gold, I've been spending around 1 million per day. I usually only buy the Gear Tier 17 mini uniques or the centerpiece uniques that are required for Horseman. So this one right here is required for She-Hulk, so because of that I bought it, and that's pretty much it. If you don't have anything to buy in the store, just buy these trash items to complete the quest, and you are done. All your other gold should be spent leveling up characters, and you want to do around 1 level or 2 levels per day. You should prioritize your arena team and then your raid team, and only after you go after your Cosmic Crucible characters and then your war characters. Now in terms of the other currencies, Blitz currency, I've been only buying these two things because there is no new character. Raid, I always buy the catalysts and the SBCs. Sometimes I also buy origin gear if I'm low on that. So right now Mystic I'm good, but Mutant I'm not, so I'm gonna focus a little bit on that. The arena currency I've been spending on training materials because the training materials bottleneck is still huge and we don't have enough to level up every new character unless you buy the training materials. And in terms of war, I've been spending mostly on the centerpiece uniques. They are at a decent price, and you want to make sure that you have around 20 for these Horseman characters. Now Cosmic Crucible, as I mentioned before, you want to focus just on these Gear Tier 17 uniques that you get right here, but only the 3 types that matter, which is Mutant, Bio and Mystic. Skill and Tech, right now they are not necessary, so save your Cosmic Crucible currency in case the items are not from that designated type. Okay, so in the Elite Store, we can talk about the Dark Promotion credits. Should you prioritize Morgan Le Fay to 700 stars or Rogue to 6? You should definitely prioritize Morgan Le Fay. Morgan Le Fay, she is way better than Rogue, and the Red Hulk is also way better than Rogue. So you should prioritize your Dark Promotion credits for Morgan Le Fay and for Red Hulk. Rogue you can get after that, or maybe she should be the last character you should worry about the Dark Promotion credits. She's not as good as the other ones, so keep that in mind. Okay, so ISO weight, it doesn't matter. Now this Ultimate Store, really important. And this is also for other content creators, because they say that the characters are not farmable. And I understand that. But what about you spending your 500 premium orbs? What about you spending your 500 Ultimus orbs? Because even yesterday I got 15 shards for Agatha Harkness from a Ultimus orb. So it's true the characters are not farmable, but if you open enough premium orbs, if you open enough Ultimus orbs, you are going to get the shards for those characters. And maybe it's not going to help you to get to 7 yellow stars, but it's definitely going to help you to get to 4 yellow stars, 5 yellow stars and 6 yellow stars, which is my case. So don't hold back on your Ultimus orbs, don't hold back on your premium orbs, because there is no reason to save them. You can save your gear, you should save your gear, you should save your training materials, and you should save your gold. Premium orbs and Ultimus orbs, it's not the case. You should use them as often as they come. Okay, so let's move on from the currencies. Let's talk about what I've been doing with my account. So we already talked about the Gear T17, the speed, the rate as you get these. So around 1 per month, 1.5 per month, depending on the difficulty of the raids you are doing. And as you can see, I gear up Morgan Le Fay first, and I'm gonna gear up Gambit first in terms of the mutant gear. In terms of the bio gear, I'm going to gear up Red Hulk first, of course. Now the reason why I'm gearing up Gambit first is because he has 2 items for damage, you can see right here, and the damage increase is huge. And because he does damage not only with his abilities but also with his passive attack, is going to be a priority to get Gear T17 on when compared to Rogue. So on the Darkhold you want to gear up Morgan Le Fay first, on the Unlimited X-Men you want to gear up Gambit first, and then on the Gamma team you want to gear up Red Hulk first. I think that makes sense for everyone. Okay, so that's how I've been using my Gear T17. Now we can see my Horseman team right here. We have Morgan Le Fay, Rogue, and soon we'll have Red Hulk. You can see my Gamma team right now, and I'm a little bit concerned about this team. I think we are going to have a discussion for months and months what's going to be the best ISO weight for these characters. I'm considering Red Hulk as a skirmisher, Raider is also a good option, and Striker is also a good option. But because he's so fast, I'm very concerned about that, really concerned. I think this is going to be a discussion really for 2 or 3 months to figure out what's the best ISO weight for these characters. The best position is probably going to be this one that you see right here. So we have Hulk, She-Hulk, Red Hulk in the middle, because both of them have taunt, and you want Red Hulk to get as much splash damage as possible, so it charges up a lot faster because of that splash damage. And then Abomination and Brawn in the corners because they don't do anything special. Now we have to talk about the Bionic Avengers and the Hero Asgardians. The Hero Asgardians, this team is 100% trash. I apologize if you get up. I apologize if Thor is your favorite character. I apologize if you get horny whenever you see the Lady Thor, whatever Foster. I don't remember the name. The girl from Star Wars, right? And I understand all of that. It's a cool team. The problem is that they are trash. They don't have the stats, they don't have enough armor and HP to withstand the fact that they are so slow. Even today I'm having Alliance Wars, and I was able to beat them extremely easy with Eternals, Yondu and Star-Lord T'Challa, and then with Secret Avengers, Kestrel and Silver Surfer. And this was over 1 million teams. So I really can't justify getting up these characters. Now, yes, it's true, the Horseman of War is coming, and the Hero Asgardians is a suggested team for you to use. It's not mandatory, it's suggested. You have Hero Asgardians, you have Ravagers, and you also have Wave 1 Avengers. So, because you have all these many options, I would not prioritize these guys at all. And there is one big problem. If you prioritize this team because of the War Scourge, you are going to be held back in raids. All that Gear T17 I'm getting is because of raids. So if you invested on the Hero Asgardians and you didn't invest on your Bionic Avengers, yes, maybe you are going to get a Red Hulk with 1 more shard than me, but I'm getting a lot more Gear 17 than you, so that's the problem. You should prioritize your Gear T17 characters. And this team is also going to be required for the Death Horseman, so it's not an investment just for raids, it's also for the Death Horseman. So this team is already done. It will be good in the future for sure. This team, right now we don't have any information that tells us that they are going to be any good. From the experience that we have the opposite opinion. It's that they are going to be trash. So if you invested on this team right now, it was a big mistake. You should definitely invest on the Bionic Avengers. So do the opposite of what Mr. Atgrave tells you, because he told you that bad idea to invest in these guys. That guy is completely insane. Anyway, let's move on. Let's talk about the unlimited X-Men. Get them up as fast as possible. Priority gear should be Gambit, 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 Gambit. Put all the gear, all ISO weight on Gambit. Everyone else doesn't matter. But if you are using Gambit and Rogue in raids, you also want to prioritize some gear on Rogue. But yeah, very powerful Cosmic Crucible team. I'm ready for the upcoming saga for Famine. And yeah, very excited to use this team. This team is a lot of fun. I really like to use them. And Phantom X. From zero to hero, definitely from zero to hero. The changes they made to his stats were definitely significant, and we can see that because right now he's not dying anymore. Even that it has some benefits, but overall not a bad character. Okay, so we have to talk about A-Force and Wakanda. As you can see, I'm not doing big investments on these characters, just a few of them that are situationally good. So Shuri is still a very good character for Dark Dimension 5, so you should definitely take her. Same goes for Spider-Woman, definitely good character for Dark Dimension 5. Jessica Jones, not as much, but it's more because she's super expensive and she uses the same gear as Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi is going to be a priority for Dark Dimension 5 for sure. Now, Nico Minoru and Captain Marvel, they got a very good rework. Now they are getting more HP, more damage, more speed up. That's going to be super significant. And special because Alliance Wars offense now is a priority, right? So we might consider in the future getting up these characters. Right now they are still in the bench, and one of the reasons why they are still in the bench is that if you don't get up Nico Minoru, that's fine. Yesterday I also used the A-Force as they are right now. As you can see them right now with Doctor Doom and I was able to one-shot 900k Young Avengers. 900k Young Avengers with 2 gear tier 12 characters. So sometimes the gear, it doesn't matter. The damage is coming from Doctor Doom, not from them. So sometimes the gear doesn't matter. Just focus on the abilities and focus on the good matchup. Now in terms of the Wakanda, like the Wakanda, they are decent, they are okay, they are nice. I have good red stars on them. I just don't feel motivated to invest in them. They are nice in Cosmic Crucible, but there are not like that many matchups where they shine. There are not that many rooms where they shine, and this is a problem for me in my opinion, because the motivation to gear them up is just not there. So unfortunately, Wakanda, they are going to still stay in the bench in terms of investment. Let's see if the replacement for Killmonger is going to be a good one and takes this team to the next level. They are almost in a decent place, but not good enough. They are still trash in a war, and they have no use in raids right now, and in Cosmic Crucible they are just okay. A little bit over okay, let's be honest. Okay, Darkhold, invest in them. Darkhold, best team in the game. Fucking hell, this team is amazing. Lots of fun to play with them. Still good in Arena. As soon as Red Hulk drops, the value of this team is going to lower quite a lot. Agatha and Morgan Le Fay are still your priority. You want to invest the Gear T17 on them first, of course. So that's pretty much it. Okay, so let's talk about these two teams at the same time. We have Dark Hunters and we have the Marauders. Marauders, there is no reason to invest in them. They could be used for the Death Horseman. That is a possibility, but we have no information on that yet. We have zero confirmation. But it's a team that has been overused, underused, very, very underused. And also, we have so many characters here. We have like 3 characters here, so 60% of the team that has tie-ins with Apocalypse. And and as far as we know, there is no synergy between them and Apocalypse, or none of them are required to get Apocalypse. So it's a little bit disappointing. I wish this team would get a little bit more love. It's the same situation with the Hero Asgardians. They are just way too slow for their own good. Only Emma Frost saves this team a little bit, and unfortunately that's the case. There is one minor rework that Mr. Sinister could have that would completely change this team, which is if he would clone, and after he clones he gets speed up for 2 turns. If that would be the case, this team would be amazing. Unfortunately, it's not the case. We'll see if that happens in the past. If any developer is watching, make this guy to get speed up after he clones for 2 turns, and then this team is going to be so much fun to use, and it can be used on different game modes. Okay, so in terms of Dark Hunters, they got some minor reworks. Morbius got a minor rework, now he blinds every city character. Mordo got a rework, he now turn rewinds all the blinded city characters. And now Elsa, she removes Death Proof. Like, I invested in this team in the past, now they are good because Alliance Wars offense is the meta, you want to win for sure. So we have some additional value here, but should you prioritize them? No, like Gear Tier 14, level 80 is gonna be fine. They can punch up by a huge amount against heroes for hire. Just make sure that you attack the right target with Morbius. I'm using him as a skirmisher. Now with the additional focus from Mordo, maybe we can change him back to a striker. We'll have to wait and see. But skirmisher, at least for now, it's the way to go. And this team is like easy win against Heroes for Hire. If you hate Heroes for Hire, that's the team to use. Okay, so Young Avengers. Oh wait, Young Avengers. They were the team mostly required for the Famine Scourge event. So this is the team that you need to get a Rogue, and you still need Inhumans or something like that, because some of the nodes need to be sacked in case you want to be as successful as possible. How big should you get them? Like level 90, Gear Tier 15, that's going to be fine. I have 2 characters with Teal Gear because they are tech and skill, but overall it's not really required. Just once again get them at level 90, Gear Tier 15. Okay, now we are getting the last 2 teams or 3 from this year. We have the Ravagers and we have the Uncanny. I don't see any reason to gear up the Uncanny. I geared up Magic, pretty much useless. They are not that great anywhere. They can be used on specific situations. Sometimes they can be used in Avengers Tower whenever that comes back. But overall, not super important. It's just a very situational team. No use in Cosmic Crucible or anything like that, which is kind of lame. Now, the Ravagers is other team that is suggested for the War Scourge. And investing in Star-Lord T'Challa and Yondu, like I mentioned before, it's not a bad thing, because these two characters, they are very, very strong together with the Eternals or together with the Secret Avengers. So it's not a bad team. The problem is the minions. It's a team with 3 minions, and minions you pay full price of gold, gear and so on at T4s for characters that don't even have an ultimate. Characters that don't have their abilities. The abilities of the minions never feel like fully fleshed out abilities. So it's always disappointing when you have to gear up these characters. And this is why I hope that this is not the team required for the War Scourge. They are recommended, not required. And lastly, we have Web Warriors. We are going to use the Web Warriors in 2 days against the Pestilence Scourge event. We are going to do that event once again to help out new players to obtain Morgan Le Fay. And finally, this is the team that I think that will be used to unlock Red Hulk. I think this is going to be the best team. So we have Star-Lord T'Challa, we have Iron Man, Thor, Hulk, and Lady Thor. Now, you can also use Yondu here, Lady Thor or Yondu. Those are 2 good possibilities because of the damage output of Lady Thor, and because she gives more charges to Thor, or because of the minions of Yondu that will help you to do more healing, more damage, more turn rewinds, more control, and that's going to be useful for this team as well. Okay guys, so that's what I've been doing with my teams. That's the recommendations I have for you, which characters you should prioritize on in case you want to go from 0 to hero, in case you want to dominate Cosmic Crucible, Alliance Wars offense, and these upcoming Pestilence Scourge events, and also the raid teams. I didn't show you my raid teams. I can show you really quick. The Blitz teams you guys know from the other videos, but this is my team that I'm using on Doom 3.4. None of the characters is level 90. This guy is level 85. The gold flow still has not reached him. But yeah, so you don't even have to max out level 90 characters to do 3.4. Now, Bionic Avengers, very, very good team. They destroy the raids. I really love to use them. On the Mystic lane, I don't do the Mystic lane often. I usually leave it for my lane partners so they can do the easy part and I do the hardest parts. But this is the team I have been using. I don't play with sim. Sometimes I do with sim, but I prefer to play on manual because I like to play the game. So I play with this team on manual. Then we have the Mutant team. So we have Gambit, Astonishing X-Men and Rogue. This team is very, very strong on the raids. But you can see that my team is overall pretty big. We have decent red stars across the board. And I think this team is the best team. Compared to full Astonishing X-Men, this team definitely way better. You just need to know exactly which characters you are attacking. Finally, we have the Web Warriors. And yeah, the Web Warriors, they are just... they are in the same situation where the symbiotes were when the Doom 2 raids were released. They just don't do enough. They don't have enough HP. They don't have enough damage. But that's also because I don't have my Scarlet Spider and Spider-Punk maxed out, because I think if they would be maxed out, I would have a lot easier time. And you should not invest steel gear on these guys. Their time is over, and investing steel gear on these guys, it's unnecessary, especially for the Scourge event. It's not going to be required because so many people already completed the Morgan Le Fay at 7 yellow stars. And as soon as you do that, you will not participate in a competition for more shards for her. So the requirements for the Web Warriors, they are going to get lower and lower with the time going. Okay guys, so that's going to be the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned something. And once again, this is, if you want to go from 0 to hero in different game modes, this is what you should prioritize. You should somewhat follow what I do. Not everything, because I also make some mistakes, but this is why I make these videos. Whenever I make a mistake, I'm gonna tell them to you, so you avoid my mistakes and you only do the good decisions that I've made. So yeah guys, that's gonna be the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you smash that like button, and if you found the video helpful, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content, and I will catch you guys later.